everybody. It's been 33 years since our next guest, with A Love Bizarre, written and performed with their good friend, the one and only Prince. Sheila E. has been a force in the music industry for decades, and she is not slowing down. I think she's actually going into overdrive now. Tomorrow night, Sheila is performing in the main room at a place she knows very well, First Ave in downtown Minneapolis. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our friend, the queen of percussion, Sheila E., everybody! Hi, sweetheart. Mwah. Sheila E. Hi, sweetie.
Hi.
I gotta tell you, I was thinking about you. I was in Chicago over the weekend, and we were at this bar, and we saw a drag show, and this queen came out, Sheila, and the first beats of Glamorous Life came on, and I jumped up like a fool, and I'm like, that's my girl! Like, I know her! And the whole bar looked at me like, you don't know Sheila E. I go, no, I do, I swear. But anyway, she rocked you. She did you justice. She did, yes.
All right,
she
excellent,
did.
Excellent.
I was like looking, I'm like, okay.
All right.
She
better be right.
She better represent, because I was like,
don't mess up.
She did well. Welcome back to Minnesota.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm excellent.
You look fantastic.
I'm glad to be home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You spend so much time here, does it feel like a home for you?
Absolutely. I was flying in last night, and we were coming in, and it was dark, and you could see a little bit of snow, and I just started thinking like, oh my God, this is so exciting. I'm coming home and celebrating my birthday here, and it's just like, I just started getting emotional. It's like, you know, living here for so long, off and on, and I come here frequently.
Yeah.
I have family here, and a lot of friends, and a lot of fans.
Yeah.
And this is home.
What's one of the things you love to do when you come back? Is there a place you like to go? Do you have any traditions when you come back here?
If it wasn't cold, even though I know people do ice fishing, it's fishing. I love fishing.
Seriously?
Oh my God, yes. I used to live on a lake here, and on the lake, I was out on the boat every day by myself, fishing.
Seriously?
Absolutely.
I bet it's calming for you.
It is, it's beautiful. And I go out with my friends, you know, my manager who's here as well and his family. We would go out fishing early in the morning, sometimes like 5 in the morning. But when I was living here, like most of the time, that was my time to just go away and just be out. And my assistant, who was my cousin, is my cousin, she would take the megaphone and she'd try to yell to get, come in, you have an interview on the phone right now. And I'm going, get out of here.
I'm fishing, leave me alone.
Leave me alone, yes.
I said it in the intro, and I saw you nod your head off camera. I feel, and I've known you now for a few years, I actually think you are in overdrive. I sense, do you feel like you're kind of in a new act, I feel like, in your life?
You're so right. You got that right. Absolutely. This is my next chapter of like what's happening, and I just feel like I'm 20 years old. My body doesn't always say that. My mind says I am. But, you know, I just feel great. I'm happy, excited. We've been working. We've been out on tour. It's just been amazing.
Is it the music? Is it what drives you? When you wake up in the morning, what brings you joy and what gives you that drive?
I woke up was the first thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, waking up in the morning and just thanking God for all the blessings, and you know, I'd say my prayer in the morning, and you know, praying for other people as well. I've lost so many friends and family and people, and it's just been a crazy year. And then I get up and it's just like, okay, what am I doing today? What is on my list of things? And you know, continuing to, like, we've been out on tour, so it's just been nonstop. I was joking, but I wasn't. It's like I only had 3 days off this month in December. And today is kind of like my day off, so I'm here doing press for tomorrow. Oh, thank you,
sweetie. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, this is fantastic. So I just love working.
I would imagine for you, I was just thinking about this because I have some younger people in my life that have recently discovered you, and as an artist, that must be a great sense of joy that there's a whole new generation that is discovering the queen of percussion.
Absolutely.
Yes, yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean by that, yeah.
No, it is. It's pretty awesome because, you know, I'm in a generation where, you know, 61 years young tomorrow, that I've got grandmothers, I've got, you know, mothers, and then their kids, and then, you know, the next generation is like, oh my God, my mom loves you. And I'm like, or my grandmother loves you. I was like, how old do you think but yes, that that next generation of people, they're just discovering me, so I can't quit now. I gotta go.
Yes.
I gotta move. I gotta show them.
Well, I was listening. I was just thinking about this. Yes, the intro to you in Chicago was a younger MC, and they were like, "She is the best. She is the queen." And I was like, "They are. This youngin is showering love on Sheila," and I loved that. I just
awesome.
thought that
That's
is
awesome.
fantastic. So
Yeah, it is.
I was mentioning First Ave. What does that place mean to you?
Wow, a lot of memories. The first time I performed there, I'm not sure that, because it was so long ago, but it was like the early 80s. And this was before we were out on the Purple Rain tour, before we did my record, any of that happened. And we went to the club, and I'm not sure if we saw someone, but once we started, Prince and I, working together and recording songs, we started going to First Avenue to just play the songs, just to check it out, to see what the fans would think, you know. Is this song going to work? Do they like it? Or, you know, having the DJ play the song while we're in the room to see what it sounds like in the place, you know, do we need to remix it and things like that. So that's just a great place, you know, for, yeah.
It's sounds woo-woo, but there's a magic to that place.
There is, yeah, there is.
There's something about those walls. Something about those walls. We have much more. Sheila's sticking around now. If you have to go, and I don't want you to, if you want to see her in concert, she'll be performing tomorrow night, as I said, in the main room. Look at that publicity photo. At First Avenue in downtown Minneapolis. Tickets are available at first-avenue.com. More with Sheila E. when we come back. Stay with us, everybody.
Thank you.
The back queen.
You were just a boy, and when you saw my face, I was just a girl. But I rocked your world, and somewhere deep inside you know you did the same.
Welcome back, everybody. That's our guest, Sheila E, in the video for her song, Girl Meets Boy, a tribute to her late friend, Prince. We're back with Sheila E. How hard was it to write? I think I've asked you this before. How hard, or what was the process like writing that song?
During the time when he had passed, and my godson, Michael Gabriel, who lives here as well, he's a great songwriter, and we were in the studio recording another song, and he said, I have an idea. And I said, okay. I said, don't even tell me what it is, just start it. I'll leave the room for a second and I'll come back. So he started playing guitar and singing a little something. And then I said, okay, tag team, my turn. And so I put on the headphones and I started listening to it, and I just broke down going, oh my God, this is beautiful. So I started writing the lyrics and tried to sing the song right away. And it took me like 4 days to try to sing it because I couldn't get through the song. And I wanted to talk about him. I wanted to say Girl Meets Boy because back then I went to see him perform, and so, you know, it was just like, just to show like this is how I felt, you know.
I love the process. So do you hear, Sheila, do you hear the lyrics first, or do you hear the melody?
It changes.
It changes?
Every single
I'm fascinated by the process of songwriting. I have so much respect for it. So it changes for you.
It changes all the time. It could be in the shower, there's an idea, a melody. At a restaurant, someone says something, I'm going, oh, that's a song. I mean, I get inspired by life itself. And so if I'm around people or something I see, it just changes. The process is never the same. If I kept it the same, then I'd have to depend on, I got to go to the same room, same piano. It's like you put yourself in this box and going, I can't write not unless I'm there. No, you can be inspired by anything and everyone. Absolutely.
I love that. Yeah. Did Girl Meet Boy, did that come too quick? Once it started, was it just flowing or was it?
Yeah. No, that song was written in an hour. It was done in an hour.
In an hour?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I often think of you when there's because you are my authority. I always think if Sheila E's all right with it, I think the rest of the world should be all right with it. Whenever there's a headline about your friend, somebody is going to do a movie using his music as the narrative. What do you think of it, and what do you think he would think of that?
He probably would want to do something like that because he had probably in the mid 80s he had a couple of clubs, and one that was Glam Slam in in Los Angeles. He tried to put a play together.
Oh, really?
A long time ago. And the play consisted of going to the nightclub. Actually, people would come in at the nightclub, and he had, I think it was Carmen Electra and a couple of other artists. And with his music, they would do this kind of play. Yeah, it was really cool. So I think that he wanted to do something like that. I think that would be fine.
Out of all the things, this was the one that I thought, you know, maybe this would be okay.
Yeah.
Do you kind of, in your own way, do you feel, I should have used this word, I think of you as a gatekeeper. I think of you as a gatekeeper.
Thank you.
I hope that's a compliment. That's the way it's intended.
Absolutely.
Do you view yourself as a kind of a gatekeeper?
I do, in a sense. I wish that I could be for all of what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not in the gate.
Yeah.
So, you know, so to speak, and I'm on the outside now. So, you know, I have to, you know, when being asked, I just stay away.
Yeah.
And
spiritual gatekeeper.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Well,
but I'm involved. The family's great, and you know, his family, and they're my family, and you know, this is a lot for them to go through all this and pick up where he left off and help to continue his legacy. That is challenging.
Yeah.
When you're not from that world.
We got to go, but I'll speak for the crew. I mean this. When we think of, when people ask us our favorite guests, I always do a Q&A. You are beloved here. Our crew loves you. You're one of my favorites, so thank you so much. The great Sheila E, everybody. Don't miss her tomorrow night. Now listen to this. Don't miss her tonight in the main room at First Avenue in downtown Minneapolis. Tickets are available at first-avenue.com, but here's the deal. The audience doesn't have to pay for those tickets because Sheila E's given all of you tickets in our studio audience. In our studio audience, that's right.